This is the Bugatti Chiron, one of the fastest, most powerful cars in Gran Turismo 7, thanks to its W16 quad turbocharged engine that once you fully upgraded, it produces 1851 brake horsepower, and that is no joke. And that's also a reason why this engine can be swapped into so many supercars in Gran Turismo 7. And today I'm going to be telling you which is going to be the best one for the different applications. So starting off with top speed, look no further than the 2009 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1. Yes, that is the C6 Corvette, because this vehicle with the Bugatti Chiron engine in it is capable of traveling well over 550 kilometers per hour with absolute ease. This is with you not really spending a lot of time playing with the gearing or tuning the vehicle. This vehicle with absolutely no effort, it just wants to run and keep running. Now if you actually do spend the time to really perfect the setup of the car, you can see over 600 kilometers per hour out of this vehicle, which is no joke. To put that into perspective, you can keep up with a Dodge Tomahawk Vision GT. That is how fast this Corvette is. And look, this is not a one-trick pony, because the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 can actually go around corners. I don't know how they managed to do that, but somehow this car is still so rigid and planted that you can still set incredibly fast lap times with minimal wheel spin. I don't know how, because this is almost 2000 horsepower going to the rear wheels of the Corvette ZR1, and it just is so planted. It's such a good vehicle. That's exactly what it is. But let's say you want a exhilarating experience. You want to drive something that is gonna completely change the way you have felt speed in this game. Well, for that you need to jump into the Audi R8 Coupe. This is actually the V10 Plus, the 2016 model with the Bugatti Chiron engine in it. It is almost scary how fast this vehicle is. Around Kyoto Driving Park, you will actually find yourself completely airborne. The acceleration on this vehicle is so aggressive. The braking is almost instantaneous, thanks to the fact that this vehicle is almost as light as a feather, coming in at a weight of 1276 kgs, making it actually one of the lightest cars that this engine can actually go into. And when I tell you, it is almost scary to drive this vehicle, but in a good way. It will get your heart pumping. It will make you feel something you have not felt before in this game. That is how fast and just how exhilarating the Audi R8 is. Now look, it may not be the fastest thing around to set fast competitive lap times, but honestly it will just completely change your perception of speed, and it's just mind-blowingly quick. But if you want the best, the ultimate car for the Bugatti Chiron engine to go into, you need to look no further than the Nissan R35 GTR T-Spec. This is a 2024 GTR, the latest and the final GTR. And if you put the Bugatti Chiron engine into this vehicle, when I tell you, you will set record lap times. Around Kyoto Driving Park, I was able to set a lap time of a 1 minute 25 second lap time, which is absolutely ballistic. It is so fast. It's so fast, because look, everything faster than a 1 minute 35 second lap around the circuit I consider competitive. Anything faster than a 1 minute 30 second lap is overpowered, and anything faster than a 1 minute 25, well, what this vehicle sets is out of its mind. It is so incredibly fast. This is the same ballpark lap times as the Aston Martin Valkyrie. So yeah, it is scary fast, but it is so easy to drive, and that's why you can set fast consistent lap times every single time you jump into this Nissan GTR, and that's why I love it. And I'm gonna say this is the ultimate, the perfect vehicle for you to jump into, and it actually makes the rest of the cars that the Bugatti Chiron engine can go into look kind of mid. And look, no offense, but if you take a look at a vehicle like the Dodge Viper GTS, it's not as good as the Corvette ZR1. It does everything the Corvette ZR1 does, just not as well. It doesn't, in my opinion, I haven't found it to go as fast as the ZR1 in a straightaway, and when it comes to cornering, it's just simply not as fast as the Corvettes. It doesn't feel as planted, therefore you aren't as confident to go through corners with it. Then we have things like the Dodge Demon and the Lexus RCF. These two cars, why they got the Bugatti Chiron engine swap, I'll never know, but they have incredible performance. The Dodge Demon handles the performance extremely well. The biggest downfall with this engine swap has to be the weight. This car weighs as much as a small house, coming in at 1,500 kg. So it is the heaviest car you can actually put this engine swap into. And the RCF, that's more of just a drift car, because in my opinion it does not handle the power the best. So if you're just looking for some sideways action, the Lexus RCF is the best way to do it. But back to the Demon, it handles the power, doesn't really spin up its wheels that much, but it simply is not as nimble as some of the other cars on this list, like the Lamborghini Huracan. The Lamborghini is very similar in handling and performance to the Audi R8. It is extremely sketchy, it's extremely wild, but it's not as wild as the Audi R8. That's why I'm saying the Audi R8 is the ultimate, the wildest vehicle you can possibly have this engine in, and the Lamborghini is actually a bit more tame compared to it. So a lot of people may actually prefer the Lamborghini over the Audi, but for me, having the ultimate, the wildest possible vehicle, the Audi R8 is a no-brainer, but the Lamborghini is not a bad choice at all. Then we have what I used to consider the ultimate, the best vehicle for the Bugatti Chiron engine, and that was the Nissan GTR Nismo from 2017. This would have been the best vehicle if they did not add the T-Spec GTR. The T-Spec GTR is just simply lighter than it, and it does everything that the Nismo GTR does, but due to the fact that the T-Spec is a bit lighter, when I tell you, it makes a big difference. And just simply due to that, the T-Spec can go a lot faster, making it a faster all-round race car, making it the ultimate, the best choice to use for this engine swap. Now the reason I'm even making this is because the Bugatti Chiron engine swap costs 1.6 million credits, which is extremely expensive. So you need to know which are your go-to vehicles for this engine swap. So if you're looking for top speed, the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 is your option. If you're looking for the ultimate wildest ride possible, then you know that ride is really gonna get your blood pumping, you need to look at the Audi R8 V10 Coupe. And lastly, if you're looking for the ultimate, the perfect, the best car for this engine swap, you need to look at the T-Spec GTR. So with this being said, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Did I get the list wrong? Would you prefer taking a different vehicle? And with this being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.